last registered speaker. May I request the moderator to kindly check if there are any further speaker shareholders who wish to address? No. Okay. That was the last speaker on the line, and there are no further questions. Now I request Mr. Purnaya, CFO, to comment on the queries raised by the shareholders. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, respected directors. Thank you, shareholders, for joining the meeting. And my name is Purnaya, representing the group as a CFO. So I've made a note of a few questions the respected shareholders have been asking us. Starting with the increase in share price, one of the shareholder was just inquiring about it. He was saying that, from 140 it has come to 40 rupees. Share prices, nothing is in the hands of management for that matter. It's all market driven and, depends on other financial conditions, other, international atmosphere, market is, the share price is fluctuating here and there. But we are pretty confident that definitely we are picking up today also it is really doing good and, so soon again we may achieve that trend of 140 or, whatever it is. But beyond which I don't think I have any answer to you as far as the share price decrease is concerned. Second thing is on the second question was on dividend. Of course, thanks. I wanted to thank you, that shareholder, for inquiring about the dividend. Of course, dividend is a real concern for any shareholder because having invested their hard-earned money, definitely there are expectations on dividend. But a company's perspective, what is happening is, even from some of the shareholders, it's a disappointing factor also. But keeping in view the current cash flow situation in the group, especially post our recent acquisitions, company is in little financial stress and, looking at the current cash flows, board has not recommended for any dividend for financial year 24-25, sir. So, however, our commitment to the shareholders' wealth is always kept intact in the management mind, and we are working on that, and then we are going to monitor our future cash flows very closely and to look at the feasibility of declaring dividends in future years to come. But this year there is no dividend, sir. Then with regard to AGM hybrid mode, because chairman is available in the meeting, maybe chairman may like to answer this question to you, sir. Yeah, we'll look at the feasibility, maybe next year or maybe next year. Definitely this session is well taken, conducting the AGM in hybrid mode.
Sir, can you hear me, sir? Am I audible? Sir,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
First of all, I congratulate the management on the eve of annual general body meetings. I trust all is well with you and your family in this challenging situation. Our company deserves much more respect than the current market cap. After completing more than a decade of successful operations, profitability, and becoming one of the brand in the respective segment. Sir, as of date, how many employees are there in the company, sir? What are the steps being taken by the management to reduce the other expenses, legal professional charges, and the audit fee? So then, as of now, which are the cities we are being operating? We had operations in Chennai also in Raja Towers. Now, are we functioning in Chennai, or do we have any activities in Chennai? And just enlighten us on that. And what are the steps being taken? The ratio and the data equity. I would like to know from you, sir. So then the link being provided to the shareholders is a wrong link, and when we enter, it is asking for panel password. I have tried all the passwords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so many passwords. With great difficulty, I have joined this meeting with the help of one of my friends. But why the company has not sent a link without a password? Why did you have a password protect for this, sir? Instead, you should have given a proper link to the shareholders, to the speaker shareholders who can directly join in the virtual platform. But then, in the last dividend being declared by the management is in the year 2008. Subsequent to 2008, there is no dividend being declared by the management. So when will be the management be in a better position to reward the minority shareholders in the years to come? And the shareholders also not registered with you as a speaker, but still want to join and seek clarifications through NSDLC platform. We allow them to raise an option, chat option, Q&A option. All these options are being moderator, if all these options are not enabled, how do we get in touch with the clarifications with the management? Only the live streaming is going on. In such circumstances, there's no connect between the shareholders and the management, sir. So in order to have a good corporate governance, I request you to kindly enable raise hand, chat box, and Q&A box in the WebEx platform. Rather than kindly CD as a platform, NSQL platform, where we exercise our e-voting and where we get access to download the report meeting as well. Kindly update the link for the inspection of document members with this of contracts, if any, so that the shareholders very well inspect these documents on itself, and they will not reach out to you at a later stage seeking for all these documents. So nothing much to ask, sir. I wish the company and the board of directors a great success and prosperity in the coming future. And thank you for giving the opportunity, sir. Hope to see you in the hybrid AGM next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Abhishek. There are many questions. Shall I continue?
Yes.
Prabal Chavda was asking about business growth, and that's right. Management is taking every possible step to get a turnaround. Of late, I am going to explain you why the results are like this today, especially on the console loss of 48 crore. I'm going to give an overall picture when all the members are around. But before that, definitely, a lot of efforts are happening on the business growth in terms of, there are many measures being taken. One is on the renegotiations with the existing customer, exploring new projects, with the existing customer as well as new customers. Cost control, cost reduction measures are being taken. Even efforts are being made to reduce the bench cost across the group. There are many measures being taken in order to, get a turnaround in terms of our business growth and, revenue enhancements. Someone was asking about, do you have any clients in Pakistan, Bangladesh and Nepal? But fortunately, CTEL Group does not have any clients or customers in these areas. That is the answer for that. Someone was asking about employee headcount. Standalone as such is having around 242 or 244, and at a group level we are having around 400 employees today as on 31st March, and scattered across globe, US, Philippines, Dubai, India, and whatnot. All these countries, around 400 employees are there. And someone was asking about the resolution on 100 crore loan. Now I am getting into financial matters. So I want to give a high-level picture before coming to this loan resolution of 100 crores. What happened was, when I compare the results with the last year results, of course, now the console loss has, heavily gone up. Definitely, now the loss is reported at around 48 crores. The basic reasons, the basic facts behind this console loss is basically, now management is taking every steps to clean up the earlier, what you call it as whatever provisions we made, whatever unbilled revenues we have booked, which we could not materialize. Now the cleaning up process we have just started in this year. There are a lot of entries are being passed in the books of account. One such entry is basically the LVS related product. CWIP cost was capitalized in the city, one of the subsidiary books, on which there is a depreciation effect of around $600K. That means around 5 crore plus depreciation got booked. In another subsidiary, there was some Salesforce connectors got capitalized, on which there is an excess depreciation of 200K. That means 1.8 crore of depreciation has come in. Another Indian subsidiary had an unbilled revenue of around 7 crore, unbilled revenue or, receivables. The entire thing got reversed this year. That is contributing another 7 crores for the overall 48 crores loss. There is another subsidiary in US, where we have incurred some around 1.2 million cost on CWIP for developing a particular product, but ultimately we could not market that product, but internally we are using that product. That entire 1.2 cost is, being taken to P&L this time. That is contributing a loss of around 11 crore or something like that, 1.2 million. So these are some of the contributing factors, resulting in this 48 crore console loss. It's not the business loss. These are some one-time decisions have been taken in order to regularize some of the old pending entries. We want to, in the process of cleaning up the old entries. That's how the losses arise. Okay, otherwise, even console also, though it won't be a profit, but at least would have been a break even. But because of these one-time entries across group companies, the loss is reported. Coming to the standalone, even beyond all these factors, as a matter of fact, there was the business shortfall in years itself. Last year we did 21 million, this year it is 18 million revenue. So there was a revenue fall down from some of the critical customers. Now coming to standalone, even standalone revenue also, there is a fall down in standalone revenue compared, especially when you say standalone, our Bangalore client, IMS clients. So some of the clients, the contracts got expired, which we could not renew them. Some contracts, where the period is going beyond. This, for example, credit period 30 days, they are taking 90 days to pay. Such contracts we have evaluated internally. Voluntarily from our side, we said no to these services. So there are few contracts we closed on our own because of the non-performance. There are certain contracts which are not really contributing to the gross margin. Now coming to some of the subsidiary companies, they are also the same problem. So these are some of the critical factors which have contributed to the revenue shortfall as far as standalone is concerned. But however, this is only a temporary thing, and going forward, we started taking a turnaround. Improvements are coming in. Lot of efforts are being made now. We are reaching out to the customers. We are reaching out to a lot of existing as well as new customers. Lot of marketing efforts are going on. India as well as abroad, and we are sure that going forward our top line is going to improve as well as our entire P&L, our entire balance sheet is going to be improved. Maybe next year down the line. This is what my submission, sir. Another update on the maybe high level corporate update, I wanted to give it to all the shareholders whoever is present in the meeting today. Last year, we had a HDFC limit. The HDFC being a sole banker for us, we had a credit limit of around 42 crores. You can see the overall limit. 42 crores, the major portion of which was the foreign currency term loan, and a very small part is a packing credit, cash credit limit. So entire 42 crore loan was, against that the collateral was our Hyderabad billing, our billing premises. Now this year, in order to overcome this dollar appreciation threat, because you must be observing dollar has been getting appreciated day by day. Off late from past 6 months, it has gone up drastically. Thereby, we started losing a lot of money to the HDFC Bank in terms of the dollar appreciation, in terms of some other problem. So we wanted to overcome that problem, which is a corporate, it is a management strategy. We have taken a decision to completely close down the HDFC limits. So against that HDFC limit, we had some fixed deposits of around 20 crore last year, FY24. So what we did is we have taken some INR loan from a different banker. It happened to be Indian banker, pure INR loan, and we closed the entire HDFC credit limit now. That is the biggest achievement for the management this year. So as of March, the outstanding was there in the books. Now off late, recently we have shut down complete HDFC limits. And against that, we have maybe some other bank has funded us around 25 crore. Against that 25 crore loan, we have around 30 to 35 crores worth of our building premises in Hyderabad. That way we are in a safe zone now. So the greatest achievement is we have come out of the HDFC clutches in terms of the foreign currency loans. This is an update to the all shareholders. Now coming to the interim dividend, one of the shareholders was asking, but currently there is no such proposal. Board never recommended for any interim dividend as such. But going forward, maybe if you looking at the future results, maybe we are going to closely evaluate the future cash flows and results. If things are going, if things are coming in our favor, if we are going to improve our cash flow positions, board may decide, but currently no decision has been taken on the interim dividend.
Subsidiaries.
Yeah. Sir, subsidiaries, I'll start with FA Software, which happened to be Indian subsidiary, Chennai-based subsidiary. Initially, when we acquired this company in March 24, 100% acquisition happened by March 24. What happened was FA Software was doing two major projects, one government project, one private sector projects. With a lot of enthusiasm, these two projects were taken up, and this company was acquired by us. But unfortunately, what happened post acquisition, we realized that even these two projects were not delivered properly. There was some delivery mismatch, and client was unable to acknowledge the deliveries. There was some disturbance happened between So thereby, what happened? We could not send out all the employees. Though we lost the revenue side, but employee cost was continuously incurring. Thereby, this FA Software itself is incurred a loss of around 14 crore this year. That is the major contributing factor out of the console losses. Now coming to AppShark earlier it was not meeting, but now they are just trying to achieve their now more or less they are breaking even now. They are getting more business now because AppShark is into Salesforce. At least now they are self-sustainable and they are trying to overcome the losses, and soon it may become a break-even entity. And coming to the City FSI, which happened to be maybe step-down subsidiary of one of our subsidiary in US, most likely they may merge that subsidiary with US subsidiary company because it's almost a dormant company. There is no business happening there. So some of the management initiatives are in place now, and maybe by next quarter we'll have a better update on some of these mergers and acquisitions. Some business combination update may come to you mostly by September quarter end or by December max. Srikanth ji was asking about he was touching upon that resolution for 100 crore bank borrowing. Sir, actually this is only a general resolution passed, keeping the future requirements in mind. This is not an immediate requirement. We are not going for any 100 crore borrowing now. To take care of the future requirement, this is only a general blanket approval obtained and kept it. Actually, this particular resolution came into light recently when we had gone for a banker for repaying this HDFC loan. This is only a formality, but no such efforts are being made now to obtain this 100 CR. This is only a blanket resolution passed and kept it.
Any orders or any other projects they were asking for?
Abhishek has raised. Yeah, Abhishek was asking about the headcount. Clarified. Ask Abhishek maybe.
Okay, so most of the shareholder queries have now been answered. And given the current scenario, seeking any further information and those information that has not been given during the meeting, you are requested to write to the company within the stipulated time on the new queries that have come in and remains unanswered during the meeting. We shall get in touch with the concerned member in the next 15 working days and clarify. If there are still any queries from the shareholders, you can write to us at investors@cetepl.com, which will be responded to you by the management suitably. Now I request Mr. Chairman to conclude the business of AGM.
Thank you very much for participating in the AGM and sharing your thoughts on the performance of the company. This concludes the business of the day. I take this opportunity to thank all the members, directors, and auditors present for their kind attention, cooperation, and valuable support, and time and ensuring the smooth conduct of this AGM. The scrutinizer will scrutinize the voting results and submit the report within 48 hours. The combined results of the vote cast through remote e-voting and e-voting during the AGM, and all the resolutions would be uploaded on the company's website and NSDL website, and will be intimated to the stock exchange as per the SEBI listing regulations. Further, I hereby authorize Ms. Priyanka Chuk, the company secretary, to declare the results of the voting and place the results on the website of the company at the earliest. The e-voting facility would continue to be available up to 30 minutes from the conclusion of this AGM.
Yes.
Therefore, members who have not cast their vote yet are requested to do so. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to receipt of the requisite number of votes. With your consent, I and other board members would like to take leave and hope to meet you in person at the next available opportunity. Thank you all for attending the meeting, and hereby declare the proceedings as closed. Thank you very much. Stay safe and take good care of yourself. And I wish you all great Dasara and Diwali celebrations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, shareholders, for your active participation.
Mr. Sagu, now we can close the meeting. Technical support? Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ah,